Hi everyone, Alex here. So today I'm going to share with you a meditation breathing exercise that I did this week in yoga class. And some of you may know that I'm a qualified yoga teacher, taught yoga for more than 5 years, was in an ashram in India for a couple of years, teaching over there as well, but it's not something that I'm actively doing at the moment. And so in order just to stay involved with the local yoga community, that kind of thing, I always make sure that I go to at least one yoga class a week. I do a lot of home practice myself, but I like to go to a class and be inspired by a teacher and learn new things and just connect with people as well. And in the class I went to this week, the teacher shared a very simple meditation at the end of the session with some hand gestures to help you to stay with the breath and to really stay present in the moment. And one of the things that I find for most people, and from my experience and what people have shared with me when they first start meditating, is it's incredibly difficult to just stop thinking. And a lot of the time people get frustrated and don't they don't continue with their meditation practice because they feel like they're doing it wrong, or they're like, they're thinking, and so they're like, well, I'm supposed to not be thinking, I must be doing something wrong, and then they just get frustrated and don't see any of the benefits of it. Now, just quickly, there are tons and tons of benefits to meditation. I mean, you can Google and find them out, but some of the obvious ones is reducing stress, anxiety, helping you sleep better, just generally really improves your health. You know, we live in such a fast-paced world that it's so crucial, I believe, to meditate regularly, to just give yourself that time and that space to be still, to be quiet, and to connect with your inner wisdom. You know, we are being flooded constantly by people like telling us what to do, advertising stuff to us. You know, it's just a constant bombardment. So having that little window of your day that is just for you, I think is one of the most precious things that you can do for yourself. So if you have struggled in the past with meditation, or you're fairly new to meditation, then a couple of tips or things just to help you is that, first of all, you don't need to stop thinking when you're meditating. You know, that is pretty much impossible unless you're like an enlightened being that's been doing this for probably forever, for the whole of their lives. When we sit down to meditate, for most of us, the thoughts are still going to be there. But the idea is that you pay less attention to them, or you get less involved in them. So you're aware of them and you notice them, but you don't go off down a journey with them. So the way that you can think of that is like clouds passing by in the sky. You know, if you were looking at the sky, you notice and see the clouds, but you don't run off down the street following them as they move. So the same with your thoughts. They're going to come up, you notice them, and that's it. You let it go and you go back to your exercise, your breathing, whatever meditation it is that you're doing. There are obviously many different styles, and you can choose whichever works for you. You know, focusing on the breath, focusing on a mantra, maybe a visualization. So there's many different styles. You can find tons of videos about that on YouTube and many other places. There are some great apps like Headspace that give meditations. But this one is just a simple breathing exercise, or a meditation on the breath, and using the hands to help you to stay focused. So the idea is, obviously, sit comfortably. Ideally, if you can, sitting cross-legged on the floor. If you can't because you've got aches or any physical problems or pains, then a chair is fine, but try to have your back straight. And then close your eyes, and what you do, obviously don't close your eyes right now, you need to see what, what I'm showing you, but when you come to practice this later, you will bring the first finger and thumb together. And so when you do this, so you rest your hands on your knees, the backs of your hands resting on your knees, and thumb and first finger touch, and this is your inhale. And then as you exhale, you switch, move the thumb to the next finger. So you're moving your thumb to your second finger, okay? And then you inhale, again, move along your fingers, and then exhale to the final baby finger. And then again, inhale, so back to the beginning. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So obviously you wouldn't be breathing that fast, or maybe you will be to start with, but as you go into the meditation after a couple of minutes, usually your breath would slow down, and as you start to relax and get calmer. And I found that this was just such a simple, really lovely meditation to really bring you into the present moment, because that is, like, watching the breath is one of the best ways that we can bring ourselves into the now, because we always have the breath with us. And it is generally the thoughts are generally distracted by either the past, something that's happened that's playing on your mind, or the future, something you're worrying about or looking forward to. And when our mind is like constantly in the future or the past, we're never really in the now. And if you sit down and do this meditation, even if you start with 5 minutes a day, this is just a really beautiful time when you can actually practice being present. And the more that you do it, the easier it gets to actually bring that presence into your everyday. So just a quick recap. So hands on your knees, and then thumb and first finger together. So you'll close your eyes and you'll inhale. Exhale, switch fingers, so you're just moving along to the next one. Inhale, exhale, and back to the beginning. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Comment below if you found it helpful, or if you have any other meditations that have really worked for you that you want to share. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate your likes and your subscribes, and yeah, do subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any future videos. And thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you soon in the next video. Bye for now.